if we have an array with more than 4 values or more than 5 values, and it is tedious to write the system that out that print line, okay, so you have now used the for loop or the looping statements. For example, the while loop, the do while loop, or the for loop. Okay, so for example, the for, so we have the body, so take note of this. So the first statement is the initialization. For example, our counter is 0, so the initial value of our CTR is 0 because our array starts with a 0 index. Then we have here CTR, it will stop until it is less than 5. Then the counter must increment to 1. Okay, then we have the statement system that out that print line. So we have here the value is, then our concatenate symbol, we have the plus, then we have the array name, and the index must refer to the value of the CTR. Okay, so for example, we have here compile, okay, so we have an error, so CTR is not declared. So for in CTR compile, then no error, then void main. Okay, see, the value is 13, the value is 15, the value of 20, the value is 10, the value is 17. Okay, so next, for example, we need to have an input from the user or the keyboard. Okay, so but before that, you can also use instead of 5, okay, you can also use num dot length. Okay, so it's up to the compiler to translate the size of the array to this one, or determine the length of the array. Okay, so compile, then we have here, okay, so what if we need an input from a user, because this one is the initial value of an array. Okay, sample okay, so we have here new int sample, we have 5, then we will use the scanner class. So we have to import java.util scanner, then we have here, okay, scanner my scan is equal to new scanner, then we have here the system dot in. Okay, then we have here system dot out, then enter number. Okay, so if a user enters a number, so we will put the value in our array. So example, have here the num sub CTR is equal to my scan dot next int. So okay. Then let's display, for example, let's display your input. The value is plus num sub CTR. Okay, compile. So no syntax error. Then we have to run program or sample. We have to input 5, 4, 3, 8, 9. Okay, so the output is 5, the value is 5, the value is 4, the value is 3, the value is 8, and the value is 9. Okay, so let's have some delete the print line. Okay, so next, what do we do? So count. What if we want to count the number of odd and even numbers? Okay, so for example, we will use the odd is equal to 0, int, and even equal to 0. Okay, so let's check here. So let's check. Okay, if let's have an if. We will check. Okay, if num sub, which is CTR, okay, if num sub CTR is greater than 0, okay, so meaning odd or even, or negative or positive. let's have a negative or positive. Okay. So for example, negative and positive. So we have here um, greater than 0 is positive. Okay. So positive, else negative. Okay. So take note that, so we have here common. So pos plus plus is simply as pos is equal to pos plus 1. Okay. Pos or neg is equal to neg plus 1. Okay. Then we will display now the value of positive and negative. Negative plus neg, then next plus. Okay, so let's compile. Okay, no syntax error. Okay, sample 5 or negative 2, negative 1. Okay, so negative is 3, positive is 2.